Good evening. Tonight, we look to the skies over Alaska, where a critical test has just taken place, one that could shape the future of national defense. On June 26, 2025, the Pentagon successfully tested a powerful new radar system, marking a significant milestone in America's ongoing efforts to stay ahead of emerging threats. This isn't just any radar, it's a key part of a much larger defense project, representing years of research, engineering, and collaboration between military and civilian experts. The United States is building a massive shield, sometimes called the Golden Dome, to protect the nation from advanced missiles that could threaten cities and critical infrastructure. This Alaskan test is a major step forward, bringing America closer to a shield that could shift the global balance of power and redefine how nations defend themselves. Countries like China and Russia have been developing faster, smarter missiles designed to evade defenses, pushing the boundaries of military technology and strategy. The new Long-Range Discrimination Radar, or LRDR, is America's answer, a cutting-edge system built to meet these new challenges head-on. It's designed to spot these threats earlier and more clearly than ever before, tracking multiple targets across vast distances and distinguishing real dangers from decoys. This test proved that technology works in real-world conditions, giving the military new confidence and validating years of investment and innovation. But this is about more than technology. It's about national security and rising global tensions as nations race to outpace each other in a new era of strategic competition. The Golden Dome promises safety, but some fear it could spark a new arms race, with adversaries seeking ways to overcome or bypass this shield. Billions are being invested in this high-stakes gamble as policymakers weigh the costs and benefits of staying ahead in the global defense race. The LRDR's success is a victory, but just one step on a long journey, one that will require constant vigilance, adaptation, and innovation. Tonight, we'll break down what this radar is, how it fits into the Golden Dome, and what it means for America's safety in an increasingly uncertain world. The stakes could not be higher, as the future of national security may depend on what happens next in the Alaskan sky. So, what exactly is this new radar? Let's break it down and see why it's such a game changer for national security. The LRDR, or Long-Range Discrimination Radar, acts like a pair of giant, ultra-sensitive eyes for the U.S. military, constantly scanning the skies from its home at Clear Space Force Station in Alaska. This facility is one of the most advanced radar sites in the world, built to withstand harsh conditions and operate around the clock. Its main job? To spot enemy missiles the instant they launch, whether they're coming from across the vast Pacific Ocean or even from deep space. It can detect threats at incredible distances, giving defenders precious extra minutes to respond. The discrimination in its name means it can tell real warheads from decoys, an ability that's absolutely crucial for modern missile defense, where adversaries often use tricks to confuse older systems. In today's test, a missile was launched to simulate a real threat, putting the LRDR's capabilities to the test in a realistic scenario. The LRDR tracked the missile, identified it among possible decoys, and instantly fed precise targeting data to the entire defense network, ensuring everyone had the information needed to act. This is vital. Modern missiles can travel at hypersonic speeds, crossing continents in minutes and leaving defenders with almost no time to react if they're not prepared. Older radars could be easily fooled by decoys, quickly overwhelming defenses and making it nearly impossible to know which objects were real threats. The LRDR changes that, using advanced algorithms to analyze every object's size, shape, and flight path, pinpointing the real threat with unmatched accuracy. This makes America's response not just faster but also far more efficient and reliable, reducing the risk of mistakes. The Alaska location is no accident. It's strategic, perfectly positioned to watch for launches from North Korea, China, or Russia, covering the most likely threat corridors. The LRDR is now the frontline sensor for the nation's missile defense, serving as the first warning and the first line of analysis. It's the first link in a chain of advanced systems that must work together flawlessly to protect the homeland from attack. Today's successful test sends a powerful message. The U.S. is closing a critical gap in its defenses, and the world is watching closely. With the LRDR, the goal of a reliable, impenetrable shield is one step closer to reality, making the nation safer than ever before. The LRDR is just one piece of a much bigger vision, an ambitious project known as the Golden Dome, which represents the next evolution in national defense. Imagine a shield stretched across an entire continent, a system inspired by Israel's Iron Dome, but scaled up to protect all of North America. The Golden Dome is designed to intercept not just short-range threats, but the world's fastest and most dangerous missiles. This isn't a single device, but a vast network. Sensors like the LRDR, advanced satellites, ground-based interceptors, and missile-equipped ships, all seamlessly connected by a lightning-fast command and control system that can react in seconds. The concept is layered defense. If a missile is launched, satellites and radars spot it instantly, interceptors attempt to destroy it in space, and backup systems stand ready to engage if the first line fails. This defense-in-depth approach means that even if one layer fails, others are ready to respond, greatly increasing the odds of stopping an attack. The scale of this system is immense, far beyond anything attempted before, covering vast distances and multiple potential threat vectors. Unlike Iron Dome, which is built to stop short-range rockets, the Golden Dome must counter intercontinental ballistic missiles and hypersonic weapons traveling at over 15,000 miles per hour, threats that can cross continents in minutes. It's a leap in ambition and technology, aiming to defend an entire nation in an era where hypersonic threats are becoming a reality. The technology required is staggering, the challenge unprecedented, pushing the boundaries of engineering and science, but the goal is clear. A shield that can truly protect America from the most advanced threats the world has ever seen. It's complex, expensive, and controversial, sparking debates about cost, effectiveness, and the future of warfare. Yet for many leaders and defense experts, it's a necessary step in a world that grows more dangerous by the day. The Golden Dome stands as America's answer to new and evolving threats, a symbol of determination and technological prowess. The race to build this shield is on, and the stakes have never been higher. The Golden Dome and LRDR are direct responses to China and Russia's military advances. For decades, the US held a clear advantage, but that's changed. China's rapid military growth includes ICBMs like the DF-41 and hypersonic glide vehicles, fast, unpredictable, and hard to stop. Their goal? Ensure they can threaten the US and deter intervention in Asia. Russia too is innovating with weapons like the Avangard hypersonic glide vehicle and nuclear-powered cruise missiles. Their strategy: keep their nuclear deterrent credible no matter how advanced US defenses become. This is about strategic stability, deterring attack by making success unlikely. But it's a delicate balance. If China and Russia believe the US is building an impenetrable shield, they may build even more weapons to overwhelm it. One nation's shield is another's threat. The arms race risk is real. The US wants to deter, not provoke. But the line is thin, the world is watching every move. Building a shield for an entire continent is a colossal challenge. The cost is staggering, hundreds of billions, maybe trillions over decades. The LRDR alone cost over $1.5 billion. Each interceptor, tens of millions. Some argue this money could be better spent elsewhere. Technologically, the challenge is immense. Hitting a missile in space is one of engineering's hardest feats. The threat keeps evolving. As the US builds defenses, adversaries develop new ways to defeat them. It's a constant, expensive cat-and-mouse game. Politically, the project is divisive. Some see it as essential. Others call it a false sense of security. Internationally, China and Russia see the Golden Dome as a threat, fearing it upsets the global balance. Even allies are wary of being caught in a new arms race. The debate is fierce, at home and abroad. The stakes: security, stability, and the future of global arms control. The Golden Dome is as much about politics as it is about technology. The LRDR's successful test is a milestone, not the finish line. Next, the radar will be integrated with the broader missile defense network. More complex tests are coming. Multiple targets, smarter decoys, tougher scenarios. The Pentagon plans to expand the system, including a new radar in Hawaii and more interceptors. The next-generation interceptor is in development, designed for the toughest threats. Congress will debate funding, and every test result will shape the program's future. Internationally, the US must manage tensions with China and Russia, possibly through new arms control talks. Allies like Japan and South Korea are building their own defenses, aiming for a coordinated network. The path forward is a mix of engineering, politics, and diplomacy. The Golden Dome's final shape is still being written. The Golden Dome raises a fundamental question: will it make America safer or trigger a new arms race? Supporters say a strong defense is essential in a world of advanced threats. A reliable shield could save millions and strengthen deterrence. They argue that adversaries are building new weapons regardless. America must respond. Critics warn the system is destabilizing, tempting leaders to act aggressively and fueling an arms race. China and Russia may build more weapons to overwhelm the shield, making the world less safe. True security, they argue, comes from diplomacy and arms control, not technology alone. The cost is immense, and the technology may never be perfect. Even a 90% effective shield leaves room for disaster. The Golden Dome could provoke the very conflicts it aims to prevent. The debate is far from over. Behind the technology are the people, soldiers, sailors, airmen, and guardians, who operate the system around the clock. In command centers from Colorado to Alaska, their judgment and training are the final line of defense. In a crisis, the president would have only minutes to decide whether to launch interceptors. The system is designed to buy time, but the pressure is immense. Operators train relentlessly, running simulations for every scenario. A mistake could mean catastrophe, a missed signal, disaster. The psychological toll is real. These service members live with the weight of world-changing decisions. The Golden Dome's effectiveness depends on their professionalism and courage. Technology is impressive, but human judgment is decisive. In the end, it's people who will determine if the shield truly protects the nation. The LRDR's success marks a pivotal moment, a triumph of technology, and a step toward the Golden Dome. For some, it's reassurance. For others, it raises profound questions. Does the quest for perfect security risk greater instability? Critics warn the shield could spark a new arms race, while supporters see hope for a safer future. The debate will shape national security for years to come. The story of the Golden Dome is about trust. Trust in technology, in leaders, and in time to get it right. The radar in Alaska now watches over an unwritten future. The choices we make today will shape what comes next.